Hi, this is Stephen Howard. This is video number 2. Yucca is doing a lot better today, so am I. My first video, I was still very upset about my situation with my soulmate, and I want to talk about love versus fear today. I think the first thing I want to talk about is fear. So, when you fall so deeply in love that you feel like it's an obsession, or it might be something other than love, but then you realize through a series of events that it really is true love, and that it has nothing to do with obsession or anything else. That you can actually avert the dark side of a relationship by simply being the light. So, I was put on break, I was ghosted, and today I just said, fuck this, I'm gonna go ring the doorbell. I'm not a stalker, I'm a nice person. If the police came, I would explain everything. I used to have a key. I used to have an awesome love life with this person, and it looks like I kind of had a light bulb moment. So there's points in your relationship where you're completely confused. The person has ghosted you. You don't know if they're dating or if they're married. God forbid. You don't know what the situation is, and you're given no clarity. So in that scenario, it might be wise. You've been texting for a couple weeks. You're starting to feel like you're losing your mind, and it's not fair. You're dealing with a narcissist. You're dealing with someone who hasn't awakened yet, or someone who is afraid, God forbid, that you're their soulmate. So, without sounding like a crazy person, and I know Yucca doesn't like crazy people, she would be barking at them. So that's gross. But the bottom line here is you got to stand up for yourself. You got to have that self-esteem inside. You got to realize, and don't come off, there's nothing to be violent about. There's nothing confrontational about what you're doing. You're just simply confused and trying to get the fucking facts. So, without any more profanity, coming from love, coming from you're confused with the situation and you just want some clarity. You just want things to be absolutely clear. Are we in or are we out? Because I don't have time to deal with this, and I don't have time to deal with this connection. I have better things to do with my life. And something amazing will happen. One, you'll get clarity because you'll realize that the other person is treating you like a friggin' alien when you used to make love every day and have a key to their house. Number 2, you're realizing, oh, they actually tell you, well, my friends said this, or my friends are saying this about you. Well, my response to that is, why aren't you listening to your heart? Why aren't you listening to yourself? I mean, it doesn't matter what my friend Clay in Ohio thinks of you, or my friend in Las Vegas thinks of you, or my friends even here in Montana, what they think of you. What matters is what's in my heart and how I feel about you. And if that's not good enough, then I'm willing to take that rejection and move on. I want clear-cut honesty in a relationship. If you think I'm a player, ask me, am I a player? I will tell you, yeah, I probably used to be. I had some sex addiction. I had some problems. I have problems with intimacy because I was molested, because the things that happened after that, the shitty relationships. I'm an empath and a clairvoyant, and I'm sitting here picking out narcissists because that's what I'm attracted to. They're all friggin' beautiful. What is wrong with that? Well, what's wrong with that is it's an internal insecurity that I have to be with somebody that's beautiful or over the top gorgeous because that's how I feel about myself. Plain and simple. If you're not matching the vibration of me, you could be Claudia Schiffer or one of the Victoria's Secret models. But if you don't have the vibration that matches mine, you're out. It's simple as that. And if you go away and work on yourself, and then you come back and you say, look, I screwed up. I'm really sorry. I would give you another chance. Shit, I'd probably give you 10 chances. My ex-wife, I gave her probably a million chances. I have the patience of a saint. But the bottom line here is your self-respect. Are you going to be a doormat? Are you going to have your energy stolen? Are you going to have your ideas and thoughts stolen? Is somebody going to be obsessed with you, or are you going to be obsessed with somebody else? The answer to that is no. The answer to that is there's a certain line in the sand where you've made it far enough over the dunes and you can see the ocean, and so you just need to draw the line. So that's what I did today. I drew the line. It was very scary. I was afraid I was going to have some sort of aftermath or emotional upheaval. But the truth of the matter is I didn't. I felt strength. I felt courage. I felt like I did the right thing in letting her know exactly how I felt. It'll be amazing if I get that call in the next few days. I'm sorry. I screwed up. There's a lot of things that are wrong, and we need to work on this. There's always hope. There's always faith. You just can't hang in a position of Eight of Swords, like you got this paper mache blindfold on that you could just rip off. Your hands are tied but with toilet paper tissue, and you're surrounded by little stakes that aren't that sharp and you could walk right through them. But you put yourself in the box out of respect for the other person. That you're not just going to move on, you're going to fight for this relationship. Well, that's good to a certain extent, but you can fight yourself into depression. You can fight yourself into loss of hope. You can fight yourself into a lot of things. So if you're feeling the vibration of the day, your guardian angels will tell you where you need to be at every moment. And if you get an inkling to talk to somebody because you're single now, go ahead. It's not going to be a problem. What's a problem is when you box yourself up because of somebody else put you in this position. And regardless of the whole soulmate angle, that you remained in that position for a long time out of respect for them. So face your fears, people. Do it in a respectful manner. Do it from love. That's the most important thing. Whether it's a boss that's disrespecting you at work and you're going to lose your job anyway, you've got to go in and say, look, I don't like the way you're talking to me. I think you're disrespecting me, and I won't stand for it whether I work here or not. That it will teach people overall, in the long run, a lesson. And you might lose your job or lose your soulmate or girlfriend. You might lose your wife. You might lose your dad. You might lose your mom. But the truth of the matter is you have to communicate for your own self-respect in order to regain your ability to stand up in the world and fight for what you really want. It also shows a lot of merit that you would take the time not only to message them while they're ghosting you for God knows how long, but you'll also have the personal respect to make sure that they know you're the one, that you believe you're the one, that you deserve better than how they're treating you, and that you're not going to stand for this, and then ghost them. Actually, erase all the messages in your phone. Don't erase their number because you want it to pop up, but erase all the messages. Maybe don't erase the photos yet, but don't look. Don't look back. Don't ever look back. If they come back to you, awesome. If they don't, they weren't worth your time. Thanks for listening.